Alright, takeoff page flaps 1.
Flaps 1.
Speeds 148, 148, 153.
148, 148, 153 is checked.
153. Auto throttle is on and 6.5.
Oman Air 904, pushback and start approved, facing east runway 25, QNH 1011.
Push and start approved, facing east for
Ground
runway
push
25.
and start facing east for runway 25.
Oman Air 904.
You may start push now. Thanks.
Clear to start, Captain.
Alright.
Starting engine number 2.
Checked.
Pushback completed, park brake on.
Copy that. Park brake on.
Starter cut out.
Start 1.
Starting engine number 1.
1 green light. Control check. Full forward. Neutral. Full aftward neutral. Full left neutral. Full right. Radar check. Full left. Neutral. Full right. Before taxi checklist.
Before taxi checklist, generators on, probe heats on, anti-ice off, isolation valve auto, engine start switches continuous, recall,
Checked.
check auto brake RTO, engine start levers,
Idle detect.
flight controls,
Checked.
ground equipment,
Clear left.
right is cleared before
Request
taxi
taxi.
checklist. Oman Air 904 ready for taxi.
Oman Air 904, taxi holding point runway 25, Bravo 6, Charlie.
Okay, check.
Lights are on.
Yes, right is
Releasing
cleared.
parking brake. Left side is clear. Taxi. Cabin is secure before
Yes.
takeoff checklist.
Before takeoff checklist, takeoff review, FMC and OPT. Runway 25 is checked, no intersection in the box. N183.4 checked. V1148, VR148, and V2153 is checked. Flaps,
Flaps is 1. Green light
check stabilizer trim.
is 6.5 unit set.
Before takeoff checklist complete.
5, request taxi.
Tower, Salalah, Oman Air 904, ready on reaching the holding point.
Oman Air 904, service 180 degrees, 10 knots, runway 25. Cleared for takeoff, airborne to radar, frequency 19.1, safe flight.
Cleared for takeoff when reaching the holding point, runway 25. And once airborne 119.1, Oman Air 904.
On runway 25.
Okay, you happy?
Yes,
All yours? My radios.
40%. Stable. N1 Toga set takeoff thrust.
Checked. Takeoff thrust set.
Check.
V1.
Rotate. Positive rate.
Gear up. LNAV.
Checked.
VNAV speed.
Checked.
Command Bravo.
Checked. Thank you.
N1.
Checked.
Salalah radar, Assalamu alaikum, Oman Air 904, passing 1200.
Oman Air 904, Salalah radar, Islam, identified Bashar 25, runway 25. Complete runway is cleared.
Continuous cleared Oman Air 904, appreciate early left turn.
Roger.
Flaps up.
Speed is check. Flaps up. It's already bumpy this side.
Yes.
Checked.
And after takeoff, checklist, please.
Checked. Flaps up, no light. After takeoff checklist, engine bleeds are on, max auto, landing gear is up, flaps up, no light. After takeoff checklist is completed.
Thank you.
Oman Air 904, clear direct to Daxam.
Direct Dexam Oman Air 904.
Confirm.
Yes, I confirm. Execute. Execute. Check.
Executed?
Yes.
And I've checked.
FMC speed, VNAV path.
Check.
Decimal 78 for the cruise. Okay. Okay, Captain, whenever you're ready, I can give you the cruise brief.
Go ahead.
Okay, so in the case of an engine failure in flight, I will control the aircraft smoothly with rudder and rudder trim as needed. If the autopilot disengages, I will retrim the aircraft and then re-engage the autopilot. From the engine out cruise page, we'll select depicted MCT, which is 94.6 today, and our drift down speed will be 231 knots. And in this direction, we can go down to flight level 210 if we decide to turn back to Salalah, which we're still within Salalah FIR, so we will go back to Salalah, will be 210. We'll not make any turns off the airway as we're under radar coverage. However, if we need to, keeping us over the sea would be much better in case we need to descend. Any questions, Captain?
No questions. All understood.
It's the same as when we came. And yeah. So in Salalah, we were parked on stand 1 for left. We were given pushback to face east, and we taxied out via Alpha 2, Bravo 6, Charlie, and we had an intersection takeoff today via Delta 7 as briefed on the ground. And this time I did the takeoff. I am PF for this sector. On the departure, we were given Daxam 1 Romeo, so this is the set that we had. If you did notice, Salalah, due to the weather, season, and the terrain, we had a bit of crosswind on the takeoff, and so that was managed. However, during the climb, you could notice that it gets a bit bumpy. And this is all due to the topography of Salalah and the terrain, which in the end of the day gives it its natural beauty. So something you do for beauty, you know. The terrain is something that gives us turbulence, and we have expected that and briefed that. So this was the departure. After the departure, we were supposed to follow the Daxam 1 Romeo. So somewhere halfway through the arc, we were given direct to Daxam. And then we were given climb to 370. So now we're in the cruise, and in a bit we will brief you for our approach in Muscat, inshallah. Okay, Captain, whenever you're ready, I can give you a brief.
Go ahead.
Okay, so weather is checked in Muscat, and our alternate, which is Suhar today. They are both within limitations. Aircraft serviceable, and no NOTAMs affecting us in Muscat. Even in our alternate, there's no NOTAMs.
Checked.
We have the ILS localizer runway 08 left, which is effective 7th of August, plate 11-1. India Mike Lima is checked, and our frequencies for the ILS is 1089, 1089 is checked, both on the standbys. Final approach course 083 is checked. And crossing altitude at the final approach fix is 2,200 feet, which is already in the box. Cat 1 minimums for category Delta today, so it's 229 set on both sides, and airport elevation 4950 is set. In the direction of our approach, we will have the highest terrain, which is 9,100 to the south. However, it will be 2,500 in the direction of our approach.
Checked.
Poppies will be to the left. It is a 3-degree glide path, which is already in the box and checked. And we do expect, as this is Muscat, it's our base, we do expect that we will be given radar vectors overhead Mike Charlie Tango. However, we have put in the approach in case they decide to do otherwise today. So that would give us the center fix at 3,400 feet, and then the final approach fix at 2,200 feet. For the missed approach, we are expecting runway heading 3,000. If not, we have it here as well, which is climb on runway track, max 220 knots at 3.4 miles, Mike Charlie Tango. Turn left to intercept and follow radial 071, Mike Charlie Tango, at 2,800 feet. Then left, direct to the VOR, climbing to 6,000. At Mike Charlie Tango VOR, hold or follow ATC instructions. If unable to reach 6,000 over the VOR, continue climbing in the hold to 6,000 feet.
Checked.
So that is the approach, and we are going to land on runway 08 left. So we expect to vacate via Yankee 5, latest at Yankee 6, and then as per ATC. We're going to be landing with flaps 30 and auto brake 2 is set. Inshallah, we'll be landing with fuel about 3.1, yes, 3.1 tons, and diversion is 2.2. So we have 900 kilograms of fuel in case we need to hold. We do have a bit of time today. And any questions, Captain?
No questions, all understood.
Can I have the descent checklist, please?
Descent checklist. Pressurization landing altitude is 50. Recall.
Checked.
Checked. Auto brake 2 landing data.
Flaps 30, 144, minimums 229.
Okay, flaps 30, 144, minimums 229. Approach briefing.
Completed.
Descent checklist is complete.
Check.
So I started my career with Oman Air in 2010. I was in a cadet program, and we were sent to Australia, and I finished my flying school. I got my licenses in Melbourne in Australia in 2010, and we started flying in Oman Air in 2011 on the 737. It used to be the Dash 800 and Dash 700 on the right seat. And then after that, I flew the Airbus 330 for some time on the right seat. And then after that, I came back on the 737 on the left seat as a captain. And it's been a wonderful 15 years so far, full of challenges, experience, and building up the knowledge. And I'm very grateful and glad for being a part of Oman Air community, and for having such a great team and a great training environment as well, and I wouldn't have trigged it for anything else.
270 is set.
Region
And Radix 270 below is set.
270 by Radix.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon to you. This is from the flight deck from myself, Captain Mahal Belushi, on behalf of my colleague in the flight deck, First Officer Manal El Belushi, and the entire crew. I'd like to thank you to notify you that we'll be shortly commencing our descent to Muscat International Airport, and the estimated time of arrival to Muscat will be time 12 and 45 minutes PM local time for Muscat. Temperature on the ground is 32 degrees Celsius and the weather is clear with easterly winds of around 10 knots. Once again, on behalf of the entire crew from Oman, I would like to thank you and wish you a very pleasant stay in Muscat. Thank you.
Retard.
Muscat Control, Salam Alaikum, Oman Air 904, passing flight level 320, descending 270.
18904 identified, you are clear to descend flight level 160, runway New Muscat 08 left.
Descend flight level 160, 08 left, copy, Oman Air 904.
Okay, so 270 below at Radix and 160 is set.
So as you briefed, 08 left, yeah?
Yes.
Perfect.
735, good afternoon, wa alaikum salam, identified.
Oman Air 904, descend 11,000 feet.
Descend 11,000, Oman Air 904.
11,000 set.
404 request. Descend 7,000 feet, high speed approved.
Oman Air 904, descend 7,500 feet.
Descend 7,500, Oman Air 904.
So he's using exactly this one.
charts,
We're
yeah.
going to the 7,500.
Oman Air 904, turn left, heading of 350 initially.
Right 340, Muslim 404.
Check 1,000.
Up speed.
Oman Air 904, descend 6,000 feet.
Descend 6,000, Oman Air 904.
Retard MCP speed 6,000.
Alpha 4 Oscar, Alpha Foxtrot, clear, direct Mike Charlie Tango. Oman Air 904, descend 5,000 feet.
7,000, Oman Air 904.
Express India 549,
Yeah, I'm
descend
saying now it's
6,000 feet,
3,000.
turn left,
Checked.
heading of 285. Oman Air 904, turn left, heading 310.
Left heading 310, Oman Air 904.
Heading 310.
Azun 404, turn left, heading 285 and maintain 9,000 feet.
1,000
maintain 9,000, Muslim 404.
Oman Air 904, descend 4,000 feet.
Descend 4,000, Oman Air 904.
Oman Air 904, descend 3,000 feet, turn left, heading of 280.
Descend 3,000, left heading 280, Oman Air 904.
Heading select 280, 3,000.
Checked.
And can I have flaps 5 please?
Speed is checked.
Express India 549, reduce speed to 230 knots, standby lower. 4, continue left, heading 120, clear the ALS 08 left approach. In the event of this approach, runway heading 3,000 feet.
Left heading 120, clear for ILS 08 left, in case of misapproach, runway heading 3,000, Oman Air 904.
Oman Air
120.
904, continue down to 2,000 feet until you intercept the localizer.
2,000.
Descend 2,000, intercept localizer, Oman Air 904.
Okay, and 2,000, heading 120, increasing speed a bit to catch it.
Muscat Control, correction, Muscat radar, Alpha shortcut approach route, confirm the holding over Mike Charlie Tango. The inbound is 263
You'll catch
and
it
outbound
anyway,
083, correction?
Oman Air 904, once established, contact tower 118.825, happy landing.
Once established, tower 10-5, Oman Air 904. Thank you, have a good day.
Same.
Radar Access India 712 passing 1,500 climbing 3,000.
والله
Warlock 083.
عشان نقص السبيد بعد
2,500.
radio altimeters alive.
Flaps 5 speed.
Oman Air 904, Muscat عليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. Continue approach runway 08 left, 105.016 knots.
Copy that, continue approach, runway 08 left, Oman Air 904.
India 442, confirm ready for immediate.
Inform Express India 442.
You're done?
Two, be ready for immediate.
Stand up Yankee 2, ready for immediate. Express India 442.
5604, vacate Yankee 5, right on whiskey, from
And
Echo,
flaps
stand
15.
302.
Speed is checked.
Yankee
15.
5,
And
whiskey,
Mr. Approach
uniform Mecca 302, minus 6
3,000, not given.
3,000, yes.
Given us 3,000 then. MCP speed, glide slope.
It's checked. 75 glide slope capture.
And flaps 30.
Speed is checked. 75. Flaps 30. He gave
And landing checklist.
landing checklist. Engines are switches.
Continuous.
Speed brake.
Armed.
Landing gear.
Down.
Flaps.
30.
Landing checklist is completed.
Within my limitation. Okay. Within my limitation. Okay. Within my limitation.
1,000.
Checked.
Copy that. Clear to land.
18904.
Checked. Clear to land. So that will be the wind on the ground as well.
Yes.
Checked.
Check. Disconnecting.
Checked.
Correcting light.
Checked.
$500.
Check.
Checked.
Plus 100.
Check.
Checked.
Minimums.
Continue landing.
Checked.
$100. 50. 30. 20. 10. 5.
Checked. Speed brake up. Reverse normal.
Continue approach runway 08 left, wind is
You have controls?
0501.
I have it.
Plus 100. Minimums. $100. 50. 30. 20. 10. 5.
Speed brake up. Reverse normal.
$500. Plus 100. Minimums. $100. 50. 30. 20. 10. 5. $500. Plus 100. 100. 50. 30. 20. 10. 5. Plus 100. Minimums. $100. 50. 30. 20. 10. 5.
Okay, 601 identified.
Checked.
On the left, 737 MAX.
Yes.
8. Lights off.
Lights off.
Checked. Blues, 1 red, shutting down. Shutdown checklist.
Shutdown checklist. Fuel pumps off. Probe heats auto. Hydraulic panel set. Flaps up. Parking brake.
Set.
Engine start levers.
Idle. Cut off.
Weather radar.
Off.
Off. Shutdown checklist complete. Thank you so much, Captain.
Thank you so much, Manan. Nice flying with you as always.
As usual, yes, Captain. I enjoy flying with you. Okay, so we're back at Muscat where we started from, our home base, and a little bit about the approach. So we shot the ILS runway 08 left. This is the northern runway. We have two runways now in Muscat. So before we used to have only the northern runway. Now we have two. So today we shot the approach on the northern runway, and it was my sector. So I was pilot flying on the approach. It was a bit bumpy, and there was a lot of headwind as well. This is expected. It is a hot country. We do have terrain, and this causes a lot of wind shifts as well. So after landing, we vacated via Yankee 5, and we had the tour of the whole airport. So we went from Yankee 5, Whiskey, Romeo, Hotel, Mike, and 601. And so we have given you the tour of our international airport today. And I want to thank you guys again. Like, I really enjoyed doing the first video shoot when we operated to Dubai, and being here again today, it just feels amazing, you know, to be able to share this experience, my life, with you guys as a pilot. And a lot has changed in those 2 years, but the one thing that hasn't changed is my passion for flying and flying the 737. And I'm so glad I could share that with you guys today, and hope to see you again in the future soon. Maybe I'll be on a different aircraft, maybe I'll be a commander, who knows? Let's see what will happen in the future. Thank you so much.